With assistance from the Federal CARES Act expected to dry up in September, American Airlines announced it might need to reduce its workforce by 25,000 employees. With so many jobs at stake, here are 5 things we learned about the impact all of this could have. Number 1, flight attendants could take the hardest hit.
COVID-19, this pandemic is unprecedented.
Paul Hartshorn Jr. is the spokesperson for the Association of Professional Flight Attendants, which is exploring early out programs and extended voluntary leaves of absences.
We are trying our best to have it not affect the aviation workers any further than it already has.
Close to 10,000 flight attendant jobs are in jeopardy. Number 2, 1 in 5 pilots could be out of a job.
Just a gut punch to our pilots.
Allied Pilots Association spokesperson Dennis Tager says extending the CARES Act is key.
Another 6 months gets us out to March, where this virus is likely figured out with a vaccine. No one knows for sure, but that time is important.
He says another solution is letting pilots retire earlier than they normally would. Number 3, travelers might not notice much of a difference. The workforce reduction is due to fewer flights scheduled because of COVID-19 concerns. But a newly announced partnership with JetBlue means American Airlines customers will soon have access to more domestic and international destinations. Number 4, the ripple effect. With 30,000 local workers, American Airlines is the second largest employer in North Texas. Large-scale layoffs and furloughs could impact housing, taxes, and local businesses. And number 5, what comes next? Affected workers could be notified in the coming days, but the workforce reduction won't start until October. From DFW Airport, I'm Eric Alvarez.